Hello. We have returned. Hello, hello. Tor went to go do job things. Oh, okay. No worries. Right, so that's done. Stream. Okay, I think that's everything. I think we've updated things. Yep. Cool. I just realised for the set tonight, I completely forgot to change the music to retro on Resident Evil. Derp. Yep. I completely derped. Worst LP ever, I know. No, I'll do it for next time. I'm a baddie. Shit, what was the plan? What we doing this time? I think we had some things to run, didn't we? I can't do that one yet, which is actually kind of annoying. I'm kind of tempted to forfeit that, but... Fireworks, that's 3 crates of munitions and crockery. Do I have this crockery on me already? No. I just think I've done everything. I've done the YouTube channel. I've put a video up there. I've done Twitter. I guess I should say on the Discord. I keep forgetting. Yeah. There we go. Okay, right. Let's get cracking. I need to go to the bank first of all. So I've only got 2 munitions. That's slightly unfortunate. I'll see if I can buy some elsewhere. And what else was it? It was crockery, wasn't it? Was it 3 crockery? Let's have a check. 3 crockery to the mausoleum and some fireworks for everyone else. Okay, so we need to buy some at the Spitalfields Market. We need some. I'm pretty sure I did this, but maybe it didn't count. 6 and 6. Okay, good. And did I hand in my port reports? He wants a caged catch. Okay, well let's. I do have a caged catch. You can have. I've got 3, in fact. Did I hand in my port reports? I did. Yes. Okay. There we go, let's hand in that work. So 350 sovereigns, a tale of terror, and I've gained 10 strength of the sun. That's nice. Does he want another one of those? Hold on. That doesn't seem likely, but I'll try. Yay, Sunless Skies! Yeah. Spitalfields Market is so good. Oh, it's an actual place in London, is it? I guess you can do another one? Shit, I'm going to keep doing this then, because that's actually really efficient. If they keep wanting that, I'll just trade in all my caged catches for now, because that's really valuable. Oh, they've changed it around. They want a condemned experiment and 2 crates. Okay, let's try change if they're asking any other opportunities available. A cage catch, yeah, so we swapped it to the one we wanted. Sweet, there we go. Now the strength of the sun is bright, I can actually do both my things now. Sweet. So in that case, let's go back to the bank, get the bombazine out. Because now I can do the bombazine cloth at the Serene Mausoleum, so I can actually hand everything in. God, I'm so cool. Fucking score. Alright, let's mosey then. Yeah, quite a few names of real places in London. Oh, nice, Tony, nice. I didn't realise. I suppose not knowing that London particularly well, that makes me a baddie. Well, the bright sun, it's like the clockwork sun getting brighter means there's new opportunities available for you, certain quests are available for you, that kind of thing. Just, it's totally worth having like a brighter sun. I guess we'll just do another loop around and get port reports and whatnot, I suppose. Or maybe we don't actually need to, frankly. Maybe we just go to the Blue Kingdom. See what's in the Blue Kingdom tonight and see if we can find anything. Maybe that's the way forward. What do you think? Does the Dark Sun have its own events? I don't know, truthfully. Good question. Did I get a new crew member? I did. I heard on a new crew, a couple of new crew members after I got one of them wormed. Yeah. Whoops. I don't think so. Let's test. If I turn the second I turn the light off, Terra starts going up rapidly. So I don't think the actual light is affected. Hey, Qualiso. Chugga 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 woo woo. Oh man, I'm so happy I got that S rank on Resi. That was fucking swag. Under 2 hours too. So I was an hour and a half ahead of schedule. That was a really good run. Need to try that on hardcore next, I guess. I guess that's the challenge. S plus, in fact, actually. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was a good run, wasn't it? I suppose the next challenge is to do a 2-hour stream and see if we can do it all in one go. That'll be the next challenge. Or maybe no saves at all and be absolutely hardcore. Hey, Adapa, you alright? Hardcore might take some more planning. Well, I've never played hardcore, so I don't know what sort of differences it makes. So, it's kind of annoying that the mausoleum's above this terror, actually. Pistol only, no saves, no healing items, like a manly man. I know that there's actually a thing for no healing items, isn't there, an achievement? I think that's quite difficult though. Maybe if you played on easy? Maybe. I don't know. Hardcore has such a smaller inventory. Well, you don't actually need to carry that much stuff around, I guess. Investigate the Chamberlain's disappearance. Oh yeah, I need to do that. First of all, roll a bombazine. Excellent. I've lost 5 strength of the sun. Oh, really? Nostalgic crockery. Nice. I got an invitation to Purderance for that. Only 1 crockery, amusingly. Well, never mind. Inside the nave, we write a port report, of course. I'm seeing how it was made in the yesterday stream. My Fallen London character stopped using Prisoner's Honey. Yeah, Prisoner's Honey, not so nice. Remember, Canon states neither Leon or Claire got hurt during the Raccoon City incident, apart from Leon getting shot that one time. I don't know about the shock. I guess that's something I haven't seen yet. I guess that's some sort of thing from Leon's run. Remember, I haven't done that before, so I don't know what happens. We'll contemplate the dead sun, which gains us terror, but we can actually get rid of that in a minute. We'll investigate the Chamberlain's disappearance. Oh, that was useful. The Deathless frown upon any discussion of the matter among their servants, but you managed to befriend a group of footmen over a game of cards. It's an issue that's been gnawing at them. With the Chamberlain gone, no one has seniority of the sepulchre, and no one has permission to correct the clocks that go wrong. When I last saw him, he was descending into the deepest vault, says one of the footmen, lying down a king and queen of hearts. We're not meant to go down there, so I thought it was odd, but I'm hardly going to stop him, am I? So I can follow him if I want to. Well, let's approach the Deathless and see if we can gain favour again. Because that gets us favour each time. It gains us terror, but favour. So what we do then, we go... attend a funeral. A Deathless funeral. Yeah, there we go, for 100, and we lose a load of terror. You and your buddy Mischief are snuggling into bed. Wee. Oh, what's this mischief then, Tony? What's that about, eh? Prisoner's Honey is, It's like people who are people are imprisoned against their will, having like bees inserted into their eyes and like heads and brains, and extracting their feelings and memories, put into honeyed form. I'm glad you like him, Tony. So let's descend into the vaults to search for the Chamberlain. It isn't long before your legs are aching. The vaults seem to offer much more down than the footman had implied. You passed your last coffin long ago. It seems like there's nothing else here but dust and cobwebs. There are torch brackets on the wall, but no torches. At first you thank heaven that you brought your lantern. Much further down, where the steps are crumbling away, you find the deepest vault bathed in a harsh, red, unrelenting light. The floor cracks and creaks underfoot as though marble has become ice. Scarlet tendrils have crept, ivy-like, over the walls. When you pick at them, they crumble like scabs. It's a drug made from people's memories. The Bohemians use it to enter shared dreams and go on expeditions seeking romantic notions. Yeah, they're real dicks. Mischief is a pet cat from World of Warcraft, people want to know. Ben got me a teddy of him for Valentine's. Yeah, I did. I'm nice on that. When you place your palm against the floor, it comes away sticky, hot and red, as though you just thrust your hand inside a fleshly slaughtered sow. The entire vault is stained with something. A sickness in the air and a wrongness in the stone. Blood-like, but not blood. If you return with bright eyes and a cold hand around your heart, you will find that which you seek. I don't understand what that means. Bright eyes and a cold hand around your heart. Unsure what that means. We'll have to see if we can have to see what we can find something else later. Right, let's go to the floating parliament next. It does sound like Bob's been singing blood around, doesn't it? What a dick. Nom nom popcorn, nom nom. Delicious popcorn. You know, I've only just actually more recently started eating popcorn, actually. Oh, should we actually let's visit the Clockwork Sun while we're here. Now I think about it, because now that the sun's actually brighter, I might be able to do some stuff. Those luminous dreadnoughts are weird. The least serene mausoleum. It's this thing where I was at obviously just now, Kensington Station. Chuck 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 chuck. Wee wee. Well, there's not an awful lot going on down here. There's a few rocks, some gribblers. Might see if there's anything nearby. You send out the scout. But otherwise, once we do a quick small... Oh, it's over there. Bollocks, I'm not going back that way. Once we do a quick small loop of this area, we'll basically go Floating Parliament, Purderance, London, after the Clockwork Sun. And then we'll see if we can pop off to the Blue Kingdom and have a look, see what that's like. The only place we haven't been to yet. I don't know, I just, for years and years and years, I just never really, I think I tried popcorn when I was really young and I didn't care for it, so for years I never really liked it. I loved the smell, but I just remember distinctly not liking the taste or texture. And then I think it was when Tony was here, I had some popcorn, I was like, wow, this is actually really nice. And ever since then I've sort of really liked it. No, Dan, why do I need to end you? What's wrong? I love the smell of cinema popcorn, though. That smells lush. Did I steal it, or did you offer it? Hey, besides, you always steal my chocolate, so, you know. You immediately jam a kernel shell between your gums and teeth, and then they bleed, and you're like, ow, why? This engine's fuel is extremely efficient. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Oh, tortilla chips, and you bite one, a small shard, a spiky shard goes straight into your gums. You're a project manager and a network technician. That sounds like a lot of fun. Boy, how lucky. Being a project manager is grand. Oh yeah, by the way guys, it seems that Metro, I can't preload Metro on that stupid fucking Epic thing, so guess who's gonna have to download it tomorrow? Wah, wah, wah. The sun blazes gold in your windows. Yes, being around here is not good for the old sanity. You get paid as a site support tech, so why are you doing it? Can you just, like, refuse? Because that'd probably be the best thing to do in that situation. Yeah, everything facing the sun's been glassified. It's really cool. The sun. The dawn machine's so creepy. The epic launcher, tech girl, it's wank. Write a port report. A port report, of course, of course. Head towards Azimuth. Let's head towards Azimuth. I don't think there's anything else we can do here. Request access to the sun's shattered dome. I still haven't done this yet. I don't really know what that does. Complete your charitable assignment. Well, let's do that first of all. A hand settles on your shoulder. From here on out, the coffers of Azimuth are dedicated entirely to the betterment of mankind, says the sequencer breathlessly. Together we'll bring light to even the darkest regions of Albion. I hope you'll join me in a hymn. Without waiting for your answer, he launched into a breathless hymn. You don't know the words, but you do a creditable job of mumbling along. From now on, the sequencer will follow your words of advice when making his donations to charity. Well, that's good. I guess this is just an assignment, which is quite useful. Deliver the well-intentioned package to Walbury Juxta Mare. The dazzling sequencer explains you'll be delivering your care package to one of the grottiest slums in Walbury Juxta Mare. He informs you'll need to look for beyond the promenade and hunt down the hidden side of the port to successfully dispense his charity to the needy. Soon enough, the people in Albion will look up to the sun in the sky and see a giver of warmth and light and kindness. Something that you can rely on, just like the old days. He flashes you his most sincere smile and bids you a good journey. Well, we can do that. We can pop in on the way. You never heard of it? It's just a gaming launcher, kind of like Steam, Tego. But unfortunately, it's where Metro, the new Metro game is. So if I want an LP, I have to download it from that. The most important charity being your pockets. To be fair, he hasn't actually asked for me for anything, which is quite nice. Shitty work culture, basically. Anything that involves grunt work tends to land in your laps. Man, that's the sort of shit I'd be like, no thank you, I'll do it if you pay me. Request access to the sun's shattered dome. The sequencer obviously takes his role as gatekeeper very seriously. He fusses around you, checking you and your crew's gear, tugging on straps, checking for rips, wiping your stained glass goggles with a silk handkerchief. All the while he spouts an endless stream of warnings. Don't enter the Shalimar, never travel in a group of 3 or fewer, and resist the urge to sing no matter how fiercely your throat burns. And for sequence's sake, watch the condition of your suit. With that, he pats you on the back, hands you a brochure, and sends you through the heavy iron door to the dome. Cool. Exhibition halls built to accommodate sun-spotted tourists and sequence pilgrims, and abandoned out of the danger of the sun, become impossible to hide. Priceless paintings hang in bleached rags. Magnificent relics have been left to accumulate on glittering glass dust. Is anything still intact? The stained glass sky has collapsed, and unfiltered sunlight gnaws savagely at your hazard suit. It is currently undamaged, though a little shabby. Soon you stumble upon a gleaming forest of glass sculptures. As you get closer, you realise they were once tourists, from back when the exhibition was still open to the public. What were they clustered around? Pick your way through the glass congregation. Fail. Ouch. The massive vitrified tourists are arranged in a circle. Whatever lies at the centre, it must be worth a good gawk. In the bulky hazard suit, it's a nightmare to try and duck and weave your way through the statues. A lady's jaunty elbow leaves a long rent down the side of your hazard suit. You catch your glove on a child's sharpened nose as it's torn from your hand. You are forced to retreat, your suit much worse for wear. I'll return to safety. Not worth the risk for now. We'll come back again later. You've been live for just over 2 hours. Well, that's not quite true, but yeah. Hey, Jaradan. Yeah, it's a time delay for thingy. Metro. Alright, Maple. Have a good time. Sorry if you're already gone. Goodbye, Maple. I ain't gonna get it on console. To be honest, I don't give enough of a fuck about the whole Epic Store. I'm just more annoyed that I've got to faff around with a terrible client. But hey, it doesn't really bother me that much, frankly. The decommission area. I don't need fuel or anything. Or stained glass. Bargains available. Ooh, we do need some carefully packed munitions. In fact, I might buy a few. That's quite useful. Right, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. Let's leave the sun behind and travel up to the floating parliament. Do your success or failure rolls depend on stats? Yeah, they certainly do. Is it coming out on the Epic Store, or is it coming out on other stuff but later? Yeah, it's coming out in Steam in a year's time. I don't quite know what kind of shenanigans went down with the deal, which is a bit naughty, but it doesn't really matter too much. Like, I'm not overly fussed about what client I use on, really. Have I leveled up recently? No. I've only got 4 levels to go, actually. A year? Yeah, to be fair, the game might be dirt cheap by then, actually. And to be fair, though, it's only a one-player game, so it doesn't matter how long, really, does it? Yay! Kiddies! Stroke kitty for me. Alright, let's mosey up to the floating parliament. And again, once we hand in this bargain for the floating parliament, I think we'll probably mosey to the blue... Oh no, we got to mosey to Warbly Juxtamare. Oh, to be fair though, we can do that on the way, can't we? We can go London, Juxtamare, and then go to the relay. Yeah, that's probably the best way. You can't emulate it. Do you mean you'll get a crack and pirate it? Because emulation... unless you're emulating a PS4 or an Xbox. Which is weird. You've scratched his chin in the honour. Oh, thanks. Monster Hunter on PC. Apparently it runs really nicely. But I'm waiting. I want to get it on PC, but I want to... You can emulate a PC, to be fair, yeah. You can emulate older PC software. Or you can emulate Windows. Well, I've heard nothing but good things about Monster Hunter, to be fair. Dan, I'm not all about walking through Mars, to be honest. Dong 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 dong. Bom 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 bom. Right, let's mosey over to the floating parliament, shall we? Yeah, this game should be quite decent. It's not going to be for a very long time. I'm thinking like 2021, probably. It's the most likely sort of earliest for that. See, I just never cared for London. Like, London's okay, but it just, like, it doesn't really make me go like, ah, I really want to see it. Like, I'd love to see more of Paris or something, you know? Hey, GPM. Oh, Rune Factory 4. Now that's where I'm at. Rune Factory 4 is my jam. Oh yeah, I know how VMs work. We use them at work. Yeah, VMs are useful. We run a lot of our servers off VMs. Dong 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 dong. This is actually quite a long trip. Chugga chugga chugga. Not a lot going on, to be honest. Just kind of a peaceful trip up. The Zelda game looks interesting. I think the art style is a bit odd, but I think it'll be a good game. I mean, it's still Link's Awakening, no matter what it looks like. I'm pretty sure trying to explore the dark web around in the UK gets you put on a fucking list. It's a very odd-looking game, like that Link's Awakening, but I honestly don't think it'll be a bad game. Yeah, I trust Nintendo with it, to be honest. I mean, I think they know what they're doing for the most part these days. Is there anything gribbly over here? Oh yeah, it's a Star Madden Explorer. What the fuck up? Let me tentacle bum you. Tentacle bum, tentacle bum. Oh, I so tentacly bummed that guy. Beautiful. That was some fine bummage. Jess, are you still lurking, or did you head off in the end? Darksiders 1 was okay, actually. I never played 2 or 3. Bong, 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 bong. Oh, I hear something suspicious. The storm that speaks. Can I talk to it? Or is this a bad idea? We can interact with it. Nice. Here in the eye of the storm, the winds ease. You are ringed by scudding clouds. A pallid radiance illuminates your engine like the ghost of sunlight. Purple lightning threads the storm. The voices on the wind clamour until a grumble of irritable thunder stills them. Read a word of that the lightning wrote. I'll get Storm's attention. Speak to Storm. I can try to... Do I want to do this? Resi 6 when? That's a good question. Soon, I guess. We need to think of a good time to do it. No, I haven't really thought of doing Silent Hill The Room. At least not yet, anyway. I might end up doing Silent Hill The Room at one point. Oh yeah, he did like to curse people. You know what? Let's just not, shall we? Whee! At least it farted me out the other side a bit quicker. We had, yeah, like honestly, Echo, the Link's Awakening thing reminds me of a show called Camberwick Green, which I grew up with. Very, like, so it's kind of nostalgic in that sense. Silent Hill: The Room is a weird game, though. It's a really, really strange one. I've always been one of those Silent Hill games I'm not entirely sure if I like particularly. Like, it's okay, but I don't know if it's like amazing okay. I don't know. Hey, Baby Lee, you alright? Happy Valentine's Day to you. You did turn up to here, Silent Hill, The Room. I was talking about how if I'm not sure if I super love it or not. It's a weird game. So it's a really strange one that I'm not sure if I really like or really don't. It's kind of odd. Like it's like the ghost thing is actually kind of interesting, and going back to the same areas a few times is kind of cool. But at the same time, I also don't like that. It's weird. I think it would make a good LP though, regardless, truthfully. Shit, what am I even doing here? Bizarre. Supply munitions. There we go. A moment of inspiration for my trouble. Cool. Dum dum dum. Alright, so we're gonna go to Perdurance. I don't think there's anything to do at Perdurance. I don't think so anyway. Oh, I played Silent Hill 4. Yeah. Years and years ago, but I did. It's actually quite creepy. The whole haunting thing I remember being very, very unsettling when I was younger. I remember it spooked me out quite a bit. Alright, Enlightened One, man. Have a good time, alright? I do remember the lady who hangs out with you just immediately gets wrecked. You have like a dream of her getting mangled, and you go to like look for her, and she's dead, isn't she? It's like some really creepy stuff in there. Also, I remember the last boss being a foul abomination. No, you're thinking of Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Oh, it's a Tackety Scout. Hello, Tackety Scout. Allow me to introduce you to Tentacles! Or as we like to call them around here, Consentacles. Let's nick it, shit. Sure. What did we pick up for our trouble? Hours. Sure. Gentacles. The GDQ run of The Room is really good. Yeah, that guy's really fun. I can't remember his name. He's like a Southern American chap, isn't he? He does a really, really fabulous run of The Room. Very cool. Shattered Memories was on PSP and Wii, and PS2. And Silent Hill Origins was on PS2 and PSP. Oh yeah, something Enigma, that was it, yeah. Yeah, if you look for AGDQ Silent Hill 4, like, honestly, solid run. Really fun. Couldn't recommend it enough. Chugga 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 woo woo. Sunless Skies and Sea remind you of a fun fact, and that was with Mandus. Darwin's job on the HMS Beagle was to be a gentleman's companion to keep the captain sane, since he couldn't fraternise with the crew. He really enjoyed the ship's doctor being the naturalist. Since being the naturalist is normally the doctor's job, the captain sadly did shoot himself on a later trip. Yikes. That sounds nasty. Oh. You basically offer an LP of Ween playing any Silent Hill game, except Homecoming. Never Homecoming. Yeah, Homecoming is wank. You know, the only Silent Hill game I don't think I've played is Silent Hill Origins, actually. I have it on PSP, but I never played it, weirdly. I haven't heard like bad things about it, man. So we're gonna change into a Savage Secret. Stand for Parliament? Yeah, we did it! We stand in for Parliament. An election is called. At least a few of the people bother going to the polls. The votes are in. An angry lady in a silken gown harumphs at her defeat. Her charismatic gentleman makes all the right sympathetic noises, until finding out that he too has been defeated. You wait until your name to be called out. Sure enough, the people choose well. To a smattering of applause from the handful of the public who bothered to show up and vote, you rise from your chair and take your destiny. I'll accept my new role with grace. I've been elected an MP. Yay! I mean, begin your career at the floating parliament. Yay. Vote Ween 2020. I promised to shoot tentacles at everybody. Let's join the Half-Light Mask. I've got an invitation, never know. Why the hell not? We can get some cool things out of this. Is there anything we want to do? Search for Wilma. Oh yeah, we got a thing with the ratties. Yeah, let's go do that. Somewhere in Perdurance there is a rat. A board chaperone answers your question. Oh, the little fat one? No, she'll only come out later. Her owner doesn't wake up until the afternoon. Hidden in your sleeves, Cinders quivers with indignation. Oh yeah, she's become a pet, hasn't she? So she's in the afternoon. So we're gonna charm the debutantes, or are we going to charm the chaperones? I guess the debutantes is probably the success. The debutantes are eager for the novelty after repeating the same day over and over again. As a visitor, you're highly prized. You answer their small queries about the outside world as best you can. In their turn, they laugh at your jests and marvel at everything from your shoes to your stories of travel. There is a hunger to them. Despite their ample cheeks and glutted finery, youth sits lightly on their skin. Age presses its claws from underneath. Nice. The rats are smarter and cooler than me. I heard someone say boob. Good work, Hotfrog. The monsters in Homecoming were not bad. Yeah, the monsters looked okay, but the game itself's pretty crap. Like, Homecoming could have been really cool. Like, they had a lot of interesting, like, looks-wise, Homecoming's an interesting-looking game. Mechanically and story-wise, it's complete garbage. Complete garbage. The combat is a particular low point. Yeah, I mean, Origins is actually an interesting one. I think you play as the truck driver that, Alex Shepard in Homecoming gets a lift with. Move onwards. Right, we need to find the ratty in the afternoon. It's afternoon in Perdurance. Good, so let's find Vilma. Convince Vilma to speak to the brigade. A plump white rat sits in a little golden cage. Vilma patters from the dandy palm to yours. Her whiskers twitch as Albrecht emerges from your sleeve. You're here for my part of the number? Albrecht nods solemnly. Vilma presses close to him. Dein Schönans Sid Ungeflemmt, mein Lieber? She whispers. Your sleeve twitches and Cinders pokes her head out. Vilma jumps. Neither speaks. Albrecht clears his throat. There is still a place for you, Vilma. Vilma's nose twitches. I'd like to hear that from her. After a pause, Cinders inclines her head. Vilma sniffs. That'll do for now. As you turn, the dandy says, I say, won't you give me something for your rat? A terrifying story. You found Vilma! Yay! The dandy's chartreuse green eyes widen as you recount your adventures among the stars. He is caught between wonder and horror. When you finish, he shivers and says how he's glad to live here in Purderance, where he assures you he's extremely happy. Origins doesn't have the greatest story. Yeah, isn't he just like a guy who gets like caught in that shit or something? Your whiskers are unkempt, my dear. Oh really? Is that what she said? Oh really? That's actually really interesting. Thanks, Uncle Andros. Oh cool, you enjoyed Downpour a lot. Downpour was okay. Downpour wasn't great, but it was better than Homecoming. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say a lot, mind. Right, moving on. What can we do here? Should we do the debutantes again? Ah, fail. Bummer. Oh well, we got a little thing, so we can do. We can spend one of the debutantes would like a word. Okay, we made an impression. My terror is reduced. I gained some secrets and 100 XP. Cool. All right, now we can bail. We don't want any munitions. We don't want literature. Actually, to be fair, we probably could do with a bit of literature just to have some. Just leave it. We'll just leave it in the bank in case we get a mission for it. All right, let's mosey to London then. He tries to have a hologram, Melissa. What? Sounds stupid. Chugga 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 wee wee. Alright, like I said, London, then we're going to go to Walbury-Juxta-Mare, and then we're going to go to the relay. Unless we do Walbury-Juxta-Mare next. Actually, yeah, let's bollocks it, because it doesn't take up hold space, that care package. So let's do Walbury-Juxta-Mare next time. We'll go to the Blue Kingdom for now, because I want to see what that's like. I'm pretty sure Silent Hill: The Room didn't actually start out as a Silent Hill game. I'm pretty sure that's correct. It started out as a completely different game, and they reworked it into a Silent Hill game later to coincide with it because they decided that Silent Hill's a more popular game. I think Downpour suffered from having pretty boring looking enemies. Having the Deadly Premonition Raincoat Killer in there was particularly not very interesting as well. Ooh, hello. Oh, you know what? I don't care enough. You guys can fight that out. Well, the only thing that was really cool in Downpour, you could actually visit the room. There's like a little Easter egg. That was quite nice. That was a nice touch. I really enjoyed that. F. K. In the coffee. Did you see that, Zach? Deadly Premonition is one of my favourite games, and honestly, I think that LP came out fucking solidly. I really enjoyed it. It was an absolutely solid game. I was actually doing that LP when I was getting used to my Tramadol, so sometimes the sets would just be like an hour and a half long, so I was like, let's just do all this thing. Dispose of the sequence's well-intentioned package. No, because we're taking it to Juxta-Mare, aren't we? So, Office of Works? No, the Ministry of Public Decency. Give them to Rolf Harris. Here you go, Rolf. How many permits do I have? I lost Ministry of Gratitude. I got 17 left. Let's get a couple of Cryptic Benefactors. Why the hell not? We lose 6, but gain a Cryptic Benefactor. Cool. Cool. Literature. They want Ministry approved literature. Nah, I'm not that interested. Oh, and the Clockwork Sun wants some. I can always keep this and take it in next time. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's claim that. And then next time I'm in the area, I can drop that off. That makes the most sense, probably. Right. Let's get ourselves some fuel. 7 and 7. Yeah, that'll do for now. Alright. Let's mosey. Let's go to the relay. No, fair enough. I'd definitely heard that it wasn't supposed to be a Silent Hill game initially. I don't know why I heard that then. Maybe that wasn't quite right. You rewatched it recently, did you, Baby D? Yeah, I think it just came out like a really nice game, you know. I just think Deadly Premonition is such a interesting unique style of game that just makes it fun to watch. Yeah, GPM's also got a point. Wikis can be changed by people as well. Like I said, interestingly, I did hear that it wasn't always a Silent Hill game. So I don't know. Maybe take it with a pinch of salt, perhaps. You know what's really cool is The Good Life. I backed it as well. That's the guy who did Deadly Premonition. He's doing another game, and I think that looks really interesting. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, we got a condemned experiment for that. Very nice. Those are quite rare. Once we explore the Blue Kingdom as well, and once we fully explored, that means we would have fully explored all of the areas. We'll start working on our what's-a-bobber? What's the damn thing called? Main quest thing where I'm trying to buy wealth so I can retire. So we'll try and give that. Hello, Froggy. You waving at me, Froggy, or just waving in general? Yeah, I mean, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But it's certainly it's a really interesting game. I like Deadly Premonition. There's just something so strange about it, but the characters are also very likable. Stream, baby! Anna, my good dude, good to see you. Thank you so much for the continued sub, my man. Always appreciate it, you know that, right? Thank you so much. That way. The detective work is quite fun. It'd be interesting to see how it compares to real detective work, you know? You have to let me know, baby Lou. Alright, we're going to present ourselves to customs, of course. We have nothing to declare because we're not smuggling. And then we're going to head to the Reach in first class. We're on Imperial business. Yeah, you were, Froggy, for sure. Yeah, I think Kiko's on holiday though, so you know, man needs some time off. Doop 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 doop. Right, we have arrived. Let us leave. Okay, so we need to go to... Well, we need to basically go to New Winchester, because that's where the thing is. Although we have a quest in Carillion, I'm pretty sure, so maybe we should pop by there as well. The missing J.J. McField. I actually haven't played much of that. I did a video on it, as you probably remember, but I didn't do much of it after that. No, Tech Girl, probably not. I might do more haunting around at some point, because I have a soft spot for Fiona. Or maybe Fiona has soft spots. I forget which way around it is. Investigate the rogue hours trade. Oh yeah, I've got an assignment here, haven't I? You find the unlicensed loom easily enough. A local criminal has tried bribing the local magistrate to get his thug sentences reduced. Instead, he spins pockets of hours and smuggles them into the prison, so their incarceration speeds by. Sabotage the loom. The guards by the loom are no match for your soft tread and abrupt violence. A bottle of whiskey, your least good handkerchief, and the application of a flame sends the whole thing up somewhere past perdition. The constable soon arrive and mop up the remaining hoods. The assignment is over, return to London for another. I've been promoted to Novinate second class. 10 strength of sons and 250 sovereigns for my trouble. Hooray! Is there anything at the bazaar that's worth it? Ministry approved literature, fuel and supplies. No, that's fine. Moving on then. Let's go to Carillion. I've got Jericho on Steam actually. Clive Barker's Jericho. I thought it was a bit wang. Hooey! You can confirm it is both and isn't like detective work. Having never worked with the FBI, you can't confirm if it matches up. You feel the cops in Deadly Premonition aren't as efficient and up to scratch as real life. Although there is only 3 of them. Yeah, that's true. I also feel that having like a psychic detective might be cheating. Yeah, Clive Barker's Jericho is a It is an interesting game, shall we say? It had an interesting story. But, yes. What's the old saying? If you got nothing nice to say, maybe don't say anything at all. I think I'll stick to that. What was it you Americans say? I plead the fifth? Is that right? Chugga 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 to Carillion. Honestly, Baby Lee, you should actually do that. You should go in there and say, guys, the coffee, it speaks to me. And then try not to get thrown out. From self-incrimination. I guess that works. The only thing I know about your rules and regulations and whatnot, Americans, is the stuff I see on TV. I know you've got like an amendment for the freedom of the press and the right to bear arms. Although the right to bear arms sounds kind of funny. It sounds like the right to have bare arms, as in and then, you know, arms. To be fair, I'd like to have the right to have bare arms. That'd be kind of cool. Oh yeah, I remember murdered sole suspect. Oops. Ah, I guess you gotta pretend to not be psychic coffee, but you know. Write a port report. Yeah, sure, why not? I didn't think I'd bring my souls. I think... Investigate the rumours of the Wynwood propaganda. Rumours in New Winchester suggest that the Wynwood Company is sneaking propagandists into Carillion to convert penitents to the company cause. It does not take long to locate suspicious penitential activity. A devil is delivering a sermon on luxury to a group of penitents. The sermon is specifically on the virtues of luxury, the cultivation of taste, the adornment of one's person with finery and splendour, the cultivated palate indicating superiority of character. Several of the penitents look bored. The presiding deviless looks on indulgently. Expose the propagandist. Yeah, sure, why not? You rise to your feet, finger trembling in the direction of the accused. It is quite the performance. Cross-referencing the anodyne recitations of the devil with the company staff manuals puts the propagandist on the back foot. The presiding deviless is forced to intervene. We are in the business of ministering souls here at Carillion, she says, giving you a truly filthy look. We would never compromise our treatment for something as grubby as politics. As the propagandists had led away to receive penitence of their own, the presiding deviless is at pains to assure you this definitely won't happen again. Too bloody right. That's disgusting behaviour. I don't think we need anything else here, do we? What's in the bazaar? Bronzewood? Don't need any bronzewood. Don't need anything else. Let us leave. Cool. Me and Electro Dolly actually stream Catherine GPM. So if you ever want to see Catherine, we've been streaming it. It's good fun. Yeah, the amendments thing's actually quite interesting. Like, America's got some interesting history. Like, we don't learn an awful lot about it in school, but we learn a bit. It's pretty interesting. Don't worry, we'll be doing it again. So, you have to catch you next time, GPM. It's good fun. Though the PC port of Catherine is a bit spotty, to say the least. Ghost Trick was really cool. I never did finish Ghost Trick, and Clyker keeps giving me shit for it. I need to get back on that at some point. I like Until Dawn, but it's a bit of an interactive movie, and that's not a slight against Until Dawn at all. Promise. But not necessarily something I'd want to stream. Though it might make a good movie night, truthfully. Trade Sky Stories for supplies. Yeah, sure, why not? It's worth 40 sovereigns. Yeah, American history is actually quite interesting. There's some cool bits in there. The only problem is, like, especially because like a lot of TV is American-based TV. Like, sometimes it feels like it'd be nice to, especially with video games, actually, with voice acting. It would be kind of nice to hear some more British voice acting sometimes. But truthfully, I bet other countries also feel the same thing. You know, it'd be nice to hear more German voice acting and more French voice acting and such, you know. But Like playing Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 1, it was very, very nice to hear English voice actors. Or British voice actors, I should say. It was a nice change, and I really like that. Again, it's not a problem. It's just that America's so usually the default. It's quite nice to have something a bit different sometimes, you know. Oh, thank you, Nier and Zamato. Are you not just you're not trying to butt me up, dude? Okay, we're near the Blue Kingdom relay, and this is what happened to our captain. Something turned her like blood to smoke. So we got to be a little bit careful in the Blue Kingdom, I feel. And we do have some cultists drop off. They've been chilling out with us for ages. Nia's delicious Welsh accent. I showed my nan that because she's Welsh, and she was very impressed. Welcome back, Diddy. Well, I heard that a lot of British actors aren't allowed to use their accent in America because it will confuse the Americans, is what they say. Irish accents are nice as well, actually. Yeah, they're very nice. I agree, Lulu. Nia's accent, particularly, is lovely. It really is. Very, very nice accent. Okay, is there anything we actually need while we're here? Let's have a quick look. Is there anything in the Promise of Days that would be useful to us? Nah. What about the bazaar? Nectar for Magdalens, flowers for Titania? Nah, not really. Nothing of worth, I'd say. I'd say the thing we need to do particularly is stock up on fuel and supplies. There we go. Alright. Let's go to the Blue Kingdom transit relay. And let's see how we can get through. Your fiancé was Irish and it's great. Doesn't that make you biased though? Oh, Soviet Womble. One of my colleagues watches Soviet Womble. He always says how good he is. I think a lot of people are very protective of their languages, to be honest, Adapa. Because, to be honest, your language is part of your culture, it's part of your history, you know? It is an important thing. And it's the same with our accents, I suppose, you know? Like, the English accents and the British accents are a part of our culture and history, and it's important that we keep them. And I think it's important that everyone keeps their accents. And it's really sad. It'd be a sad day when languages die out, to be honest. You can listen to it for days, but don't tell him that. Yeah, you never want to give that sort of game away, Baby Lee. Otherwise, you lose that one up you have on someone. So they'll just talk at you then. Okay, we're at the Blue Kingdom Transit Relay. I'm not quite sure what we need to get through this, but the Kingdom of the Dead, right? Submit the paperwork. Costs 500 sovereigns. Doesn't cost me a lot. A stone edifice, scintillating with sigils, is encased in a contrivance of steel and brass. This is the Singh Jenkins relay, allowing transport via a loophole to the far-flung district of heaven. This one leads to the Blue Kingdom, one of the domains of the dead. It is little used. London only has a single faltering embassy there. Thanks to the lack of traffic, many London officials consider this a cushy post. Those stationed here are in good favour with the department. The official considers you from behind the desk at the relay gate. He says with a thought and nod. We must be cautious for the Empire's safety. He appraises you. We need to be certain you're the right sort of captain. He picks up the coin purse you placed on the counter and considers its heft. Clearly, you are. He bears a tobacco-tinted smile as he prepares your permit. The paper is white as lamb's wool and thick enough to make an undignified wobbling noise when you hand it over. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's travel to the Blue Kingdom first class. These artifacts have originated in the Blue Kingdom. As part of its concord with London, the relay officials are obligated to accept them as passage. Well, let's fucking go. Yeah, Tony, you like my accent, don't you? Alright, my lovers. Got a proper West Country accent, I do. I do's. My accent, truthfully, is a little bit strange because my parents are from the Midlands. They're from Birmingham, whereas obviously I've grown up in like Wiltshire, so my accent's a bit odd. Imagine there's a few words I probably say with a bit of a Birmingham twinge. This is the Blue Kingdom. I guess we head for the centre. It's probably the safest bet. Beyond these gates lie the kingdoms of the living. Well, that's a nice welcome. One of the Strive Spinsters. Hey! Fuck you. Okay, I took all of those to the face. These are actually pretty easy to deal with because they're right-handed. Horrible ladies. Go away, lady. Be gribbly somewhere else. Ah, shit. To be fair, I keep drifting. Ooh, hello. There we go. Nice. Let's get us some bronze wood. Lovely. Yeah, Tony and my parents speak together in their horrible Birmingham words. I just don't understand a word they're saying. It's bizarre. Okay, let's keep going. Your father is Welsh, your mother is Southern, so you have you have a Southern accent with a slight Welsh tinge on words. Yeah. Though my dad comes from Birmingham, he's Welsh. Can I get under this? Yeah. And my mum is from Birmingham. What is that? I don't know what that is. Eater of the Dead. Well, that's weird. It's got a peacock tail. It's kind of cute in a way. Reminds me of that thing from Darkwood, actually. I don't know. It's dead now, whatever it is. A rancid horror with the elongated muzzle of a crocodile and the plumage of a peacock corpse, conjoined by a knot of bloated hippopotamus with many, many mournful eyes. The bane of the trespasser and the devourer of the dead. The powers of the Blue Kingdom tolerate them because they thin out the ranks of the unwanted dead. Claim a trophy. Or we can search its maw for valuables. Fail. Well, never mind. Yeah, I got very funny baby photos. The soak of faces where they were answered. This is going to be a cool place, I think. Hey, there's another one. Hey, I'm over here, dumbass. What a knob. Fail. Your terror has been reduced. Oh well. Still get something, I guess. The Blue Kingdom doesn't look quite as big, which is something at least. I'm pretty sure there was something in the Blue Kingdom that was a bug, but maybe they fixed it already. I remember EZ telling me about it. Well, those things are a lot easier to deal with those friggin' invisible assholes. So, you know, I'll take it. This place looks amazing. The art department in this game need a fucking raise. Look at this. Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna send out the friend Owl and see if we can find where anything is. There's something down there. There's a diamond up there and a tentacle over there. Should we go down and see what that something is? Oops. Might be on the wrong side for this. It doesn't look like the map is actually that big, the Blue Kingdom. I'd have to go back round the way I came. Yeah, fine, let's go do that. I played a lot of Cultist Simulator for a few days, and I didn't play any more. The clicking kind of got on my nerves. Did I say Amaze? I didn't think I did. Did I? It is quite pretty, isn't it? I think it looks nice around here. Alright, let's sneak our way around here then. I've currently got the fuel to have a proper look round, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, stay hydrated, bot. You're getting confused. Stop talking shit. A garden in glory is kept here, the preserve of the daughter of the sun. Okay, so what's over here then? Is it a station? Well, it's something, that's for sure. Temple? This is the House of Days. Okay. Doesn't look like a... It's not... I guess it's not a station, but it's something. The house is lit from nowhere in the colour of dawn. It has no windows anywhere in its great facade, only colonnades and stone. It gives the impression of having been extended again and again, portions of the building at different heights with different roofs. Attempt the doorway. Do we really want to do that? Once upon a time, the House of Days was only one court, with the Pansocretus inside. They built new courts each time a new need was found. Now, several floors of the House of Days are too low ceiling for a human to enter, and others are scaled for giants. 2 sections of the house are underwater, and one burns without respite, catering to the spirits of those born in volcanoes. These surface differences do not signify. Each court is essentially alike: a place to wait, a place to fill forms, a collection of weighing and measuring devices, a window with the secretary. I'm not going to do anything because I know what stuff does, frankly. Drink! I will do drinkings. Oh, there's something. Oh, there's a station over there. That's more important. Let's go find the station. I guess the center is still the main hub of every place, because that's been the case ever so far. So we've got no terror here though. Strange. Oh, there's another one of these peacock monsters. Ow. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. I had to. It would have been... I'd have taken more damage if it had hit me, I think. Extract its meat. Oh, got some supplies. Nice. I can probably repair in a port. Not too worried. Okay, there's 4 ports here, according to the achievement. The toll tower. Sky burner. Okay. The grand entrance. Search for the lost love. Oh yeah. We need to find the industrialist's place. Oh, it looks like this is the this is the main place. Repair my locomotive. Apparently I need the gratitude of the Embassy of Albion. Okay, well. No such luck, huh? Last rites for the literature of Death's Door. 7 boxes of ministry approved literature. 5 casts of Navatine gemstone. For the Death's Door. Well, we could take both, and I don't have enough for either. I've got 4 and 5, but I can make some money, then abandon them if necessary. Oops. Cool. The last autumnal slope. Ooh, look at these. Look at these. These are fancy, fancy, fancy things. So what can we get? The Gates of Ivory, 15 hold. The Watchers in Azure, hearts at 75. Well, I can't use that either. The Cottrell and Golganuza, that's iron at 75. The Saint Fire, Veils at 75. I guess you need 75 in all stats, and I've got pretty much none of those at 75. 15 armor, mirrors at 50, I can do that. Fitted cupboards. We got the Vala, and we got the Black. The Gleaming Galley. So I could do that one for more armor. Those names are pretty swag, yeah. What area is this? This is the Blue Kingdom, Fenrir. I mean, this is that's 15 armor. So what's the difference? Oh, that's a auxiliary slot. Ah, so if we wanted to do that, okay. I mean, to be honest, the Watchers in Azure would be lovely, but I don't think I'm ever going to get the, that. I think if you specialize, you can get one. And I'm probably going to be able to get the, Golganuza. That looks pretty bow. I don't quite have enough stats for it yet. So, but a few levels up and we might be able to get to it. So, very fancy, very fancy. Do they have any special? They have the Moloch, the Juggernaut, the Escort, the Trader. No, they haven't got anything different. They do have the Moloch, but no special things. They sell food and supplies. Okay, nothing particularly special. Well, let's go look around. The grand entrance of the toll tower. The entry hall runs through the toll tower, through the gates that are never closed. The hall is full of passing spirits, a few of them human, a masked warhorse, a masked dolphin, swimming easily in the ghost of an ocean. A creature with 10-foot wings, which would certainly be more frightening if it showed its true face. No one speaks. There are no footfalls, only a faint susurration, like the drift of leaves. There are stairs up and down, and less ordinary means of entry. A masked orangutan just descended to the pole in the floor below.
Lewd.
Hey, Alanelli. You alright, dude? Oh, thank you. When are we getting the Moloch? We already got the Moloch before. But I traded it in for something else. Thank you very much, Alanelli. The man in navy blue can now spam lewds. Delicious lewds. One more level and I can get it. Yeah, I probably can, actually. I think we'll focus on that. What's the name of my owl? I didn't give him a name. He's like a cyclopean douchebag. Okay, so let's... The Embassy of Albion. Let's have a look. Seek an appointment with the ambassador. Sure. When you arrive, the ambassador is dressing a wound on her arm. My predecessor was afraid to leave the toll tower, she remarks as you come in. He hardly saw any of the Blue Kingdom, and determined not to duplicate his errors. But as you see, there are some costs to the more assertive approach. The cuts on her arm are clean and shallow. They look like characters in an unfamiliar alphabet. An encounter with the Logoi, she says, and no, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. Sit. What do you want from me? Offer to help with her financial concerns? Sure. There is, the ambassador admits, a small matter. The embassy's place in the toll tower is leased by permission of the Blue Kingdom. Observe the lease, she says, pushing a document across the table towards you. It says that we are entitled to remain here for the viewings of the sun, for 3 viewings of the sun. The devils take this to refer to days by the calendar, and they are having fees levied against us. But I argue that I haven't seen the judgment of the Blue Kingdom even once, so the lease is nowhere near complete. She watches expectantly to see what if you still want to be involved. Sure. The House of Days will have to give a ruling, the ambassador says. They do intake for humans at the Court of Apes. They've never allowed me further than that, but perhaps you'll be more fortunate. Sure. Well, we got a quest. Logos is Latin for word. Spooky. Search for his lost love. Oh, yes. The supercilious attaché is a very busy man, apparently, but when you mention the bleak industrialist name, his secretary suddenly waves you through. You find the attaché hunched at his desk halfway through a mackerel sandwich. The bureaucracy here is interactable, he moans. I tried all the official channels, honestly. I filled forms until my hands bled. They won't even tell me where she is. It's no use anyway. The dead can't go back. Well, where can we start looking for her? A spirit is first sent to the White Well for a judgment at the Stone-Faced Court, explains the attaché. If they are officially declared dead, they move on to Death's Door. From there, well, nobody knows. I have something that may help your search if you insist on persisting. He retrieves a wax tablet from his drawer and pushes it across the desk. It declares the bearer is officially dead. Everything here runs on spit and paperwork, you see. I went for a lot of trouble to get a hold of this, so tell the industrialist my debt is paid. Okay. The dual judge at the White Well may be able to help you find the industrious love. Well, that's good, at least. The marketplace of litigators. Hire a cowled litigator in exchange for ministry-approved literature. Hire a nameless spirit with a vision of heavens. The nameless spirit can assist with challenges of mirrors and hearts. Interesting. I mean, sure, why not? Let's hire one. Do I get them? Do I get them permanently? They'll assist you for a month. Oh, okay. Sweet. All right. That sounds cool. Okay, let's. Well, I guess we're done here for now. Let's move on. In which case, the House of Days is where we need to go, right? For the was it the House of Days we need to pop into and quickly say hello to? Or was it the White Way? Well, either way, it looks like the House of Days, we can actually move our way round to the north. So, let's do that. I think we got enough fuel to keep us going for the time being. It doesn't look like the Blue Kingdom is massive either, so which is quite useful. Yes, I do remember Norse Crow. I'm trying to avoid having the same fate. Well, we might need to ask somebody about the rent, I think. So let's quickly pop in and have a look. The antechamber of the Pansecretus. I don't think there's anything here. No. Can't do drop-in meetings, it says. Okay. What about the porch? Mingle in the crowds? At the side of the street, trying to stop spirits as they pass, is someone not yet dead. An anti-deceased. He wears a mask but is pushed up to his forehead, nose in the air. He's pushing a cart marked Curios of the Blue Kingdom, made of wood and painted with designs of lotus blossoms. He catches your eye. Do you have any artworks or masterpieces of the kingdom I could buy? I guess. I gained 5 terror. The art dealer sees you approaching. No! Flickering soul, get away from me. I won't be tricked by your kind. My former wife was a flickering. I know what it looks like. Then he reaches into his cart and pulls out some of the local amulet to ward you off, as if it would work. A sick and sideways thing happens to your innards, as though you've been stabbed with a shard of an unflattering mirror. Ugh. Well, okay. That scratches that idea. Alright, well, let's keep moving on. Well, hopefully I'm not going to be coughing up smoke, though I do have translucent breasts right now. Oh, there's a squirrel there. Hey. Right, as long as we don't take too much damage, that's the key. A lot of this is just taking it slow and carefully, actually. Come on, die already. Don't be an asshole.
Lewd.
Sorry, I see lewd, but I don't want to pause and get myself killed. Hold on. Oh, that still goes off. Bogus. Hey, Fiberkrieg, dude. Fiberkrieg, 12 months as well. Thank you so much, man. Let me spam lewds at you. You're a good fella. Thank you so much. That sound made you drop your drink. What? Did the lewd catch you off guard? Lewd. Let's gain some experience. We don't really have the room for anything else. 250 experience, actually pretty solid. Alright, let's keep going. Thank you for that slit. Yeah, I got some wifey points. Score. Thanks, Dan. So much lewd. For those who are not in the know, let me spam the word dolly. Hold on. That is not dolly. This is dolly. D-l-l-w. Dollar. That didn't work because it put a space in there. Fucking phone. There we go. Hey, assassin lovers. You alright? How'd you do? Okay, this is not what this is. An enclave of the dead. An enclave of the dead. These shades, some once human, some not, all masked and quiet, are performing the observances that they hope will secure their passage through death's door. They pray around a pattern of stones arranged in complex circles. Occasionally, one of them stands and moves a stone, provoking a fierce but silent and gesticulatory argument. When you approach, they stop. The laws of guest right recur that they offer you respite. Oh, that's nice of them. Yeah, sure. Thanks, guys. I now have dining with the dead. Well, hopefully that, oops, that doesn't do me any damage. Resident Evil is up tonight, and Metro Exodus is tomorrow. Oh no, Assassinova, I'm sorry to hear that. What the fuck is that? Hey guys. Oh, this looks like the kind of thing someone should fucking know about from. I was really sorry to hear the service dogs unwell. Hope they get better. Okay, they're kind of slow, but that's not the sort of thing we should really stay around and get fucking blammed. It's pretty short range, whatever it is, so that's the only benefit here. I think I can outfly it. Well, it's desperate to try and get me though. Whee. Me too, your friend is distraught. It's a seeing eye dog, yeah. Oh man. Oh. It really is always a horrible, sad thing. What is that? Why is it following me? It is always really sad when our furry family members get unwell. They're too good to us. It does look like a floating sigil, doesn't it? Yeah, I kind of want to fuck it up. I don't know if we can. Or it's even sensible. Yikes. Logos. It's a logos. That's what the lady was saying. Attacked her. Looks like it follows same basic rules as a lot of other things. Well, dead. Shit. Okay, well, at least I think we know how to deal with those next. I think they're okay as long as we don't get caught right in the face with those things. So. Let's go back. Let's go back this way. It is hard to tell where it's pointing. I think that's the trickiest bit of that, I think. But if you can get around that, then F. Yeah, it clearly has a fate. What the? Oh man, that is bright and obnoxious. Oh yeah, we didn't eat with the dead, did we? Oh, I'm not too worried about it this time. I'm guessing the set. Yeah. That's bad. That's really bad. do so much damage. Yeah, shit. That's really bad. There's got to be a better way of doing that. I wonder if you're supposed to keep a distance. If you keep a distance from them, maybe. Do they always fire in the same sort of arc as well, maybe? Well, let's use this opportunity that one's right here to learn how to fight it, maybe. You learned an obfuscate a wedding? Huh? I tried to outrange it, but it's kind of hard to, like, judge the range on it. Okay, 2 of these douchebags are here. But the sigil thing isn't. Well, let's see if we can use these to repair our hull. Oh, scratch that. Here it comes. It does seem to fire quite slowly. That's the only real benefit here. Oh fuck. No, let's not go towards it. Oh my god. This is just bumming Central. Damn. Good grief. Yeah, that's a pretty tough section. I'm just wondering whether I need to try and lure that thing out by itself and try and fight it. Yeah, I think I'm probably being a little bit less careful than normal, simply because I'm trying to sort of scrap with it and see how this works. Do you mean an art book for this Assassin's Lover, like this game? Yeah, because I certainly hope they do as well. Hello, these are different this time. Oh, here we go. What if the grave robbers will fight each other? Oh fuck. Eek. Well, the grave robbers are really good because you can get loads and loads of hull off them, which is like this. Yeah, 20 hull. I'm trying to work out which way this thing is facing. Okay, good. Right, we've repaired most of our ship. Let's see if we can... They home in slightly, these shots. Okay, let's back off a bit since we've overdone it a smidge. This is really tough. Really tough. But I think we can get the bugger. Okay. Is that a Canticari on the side there? If that thing starts attacking me, I'm going to be most sour. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the chat at the moment, I'm just trying to avoid splat into this thing. Ooh. I think we got it! Shit, we got it! Nice. Whew! That wasn't bad actually. It only took a few goes, but we got it. Nice. That was weird. A wheel of living flame, a commandment of the westernmost king's highest law, an utterance of fire and glory. This logos was the order of propriety. The propriety regulate the officials of the eternal bureaucracy. They visit judgment upon the dead of the yoked caste, the lowest of the kingdom's servitors, who permit themselves to be seen or heard, or who abandon their duties. It is not dead, only diminished. It will rekindle in time, at which point it would be advisable to be far, far away. Gain fuel, 47% chance to reduce terror. Let's reduce terror. All that for bugger all. You're better off just fucking pissing off, I think. Well, whatever. Let's scoot. A lot of hassle, but we killed it, and that's the most important thing. Please don't be another one. That would be most unfortunate. Oh, for crying out loud. Oops. Got it. I gained 2 fuel and I lost the crew. Oh. Nasty buggers. No, this one looks exactly the same. Well, that was upsetting. Didn't lose too much damage, all things considered. Now I know how to fight those things, it's not so bad. I should have read that, actually, sorry, that was my bad. It's a completely different thing, and I should have read it. That was so stupid. The Blue Kingdom isn't that big, but let's see where we are. Might be near a station. Yep, we're near a station. Okay. They do seem like a waste of time for the most part. Although it looks like if you win a fuel victory on those things, you look like you get 3 fuel or something. The stone-faced court. Lovely. A quietly frostbitten city that clings like a scab to the white well. A mass dead wander its ice-sheathed streets, going wherever dead people go. A statue crumbles in every corner, subjecting passers-by to forbidding stone glares. At Erd's centre looms the stone-faced court, where the dead are judged. A ziggurat wide as a mountain, as tall as a stack of castles. Erd's population are mostly waiting for permission to enter. Well, can we enter? Most of the population of Erd, it seems, are holding a place in the tangled queue. You see spirits departing and rejoining, silently tapping each other in and out. No one pushes, no one cuts in. An unfathomable etiquette is at work. When you ask a spirit near the front how long they've been waiting, they just shrug. A woman sits in the booth beside the gates. At least you think she's a woman. The flesh above her collarbone has been carefully trimmed away, leaving a picked clean and perfectly bald skull with gemstones in its sockets. She grins more fixedly than one might expect, even from a skull. "It's a bit of a wait, dear," says the unreasonably chirpy administrator. Well, let's ask my litigator to work on my behalf. The unreasonably chirpy administrator is used to flooding visitors with paperwork, not the other way around. The loquator Liquidator slides form after form across her desk. Certificates of authenticity, notices of intent, requests, licenses, promissories. The administrator waves you through from somewhere behind the document mountain. Your entry permission lasts 1 month only, says the administrator, stamping a certificate and handing it to you. I guess we enter the stone-faced court. Now we can get in. As you step inside the court, you're immediately accosted by another skull-headed gentleman. Through his ivory is notably more worse for wear than the administrator's, yellowing, cracked, pitted with craters. The curious official glances irritably at his clipboard. An invisible, perfect, wonderful, an administrative nightmare was exactly what I needed at this juncture, in fact. He looks you over. Ugh, well, follow me, I suppose. I am your guide, welcome to the court, etc., etc. Your footsteps ring out as you walk through the labyrinthine corridors of the stone-faced court. The bleak stone catches the echo and magnifies it 100-fold. Delightful, aren't they? Mutters the official as you walk past a row of misshapen gargoyles. The court is vast and cold and almost entirely empty, unless you count the statues. Everywhere you look there are statues in varying states of decay. Oh, thank you, Alanelli. Grislanta can now spam delicious lewds. Thank you so much, my dude. Oh, that's a very nice gemstone skeleton. Well, we can write a port report. I can spit my own judge for... Do I want to... Am I going to be judged worthy? Do I want to be anti-deceased? Do I want to be invisible or seen? I don't know. Let's write a port report, more importantly. You sit down with one of the skull-headed graven and ask her what she's heard about the recent developments of the court. 2 hours and 3 of your notebooks later, she's still talking about the recent doomed efforts at bureaucratic reform, which have inevitably made everything more complicated. Several put-upon mid-level administrators have cracked under the strain, regrown their faces and fled the white well to enjoy life. She whispers the latter with a note of genuine bafflement. Well, let's ask the judge about the lost love, shall we? The judge peers at you. I have 72 more spirits to process before the end of the hour if I can hope to meet today's quota, she says. Do you really think I have time to pore over the records of all the spirits who passed through here and were declared dead? Do I actually have any gemstones? Yeah, sure. Why not? A lead. She examines each gemstone expertly. This changes everything, she says. I'll close the courtroom and get to work. Return at the end of the day. When you return, she's sitting before a book that's easily 4 times as tall as she is. The pages are cast from brittle clay, and a servile graven stands atop a precarious stepladder, turning them periodically. She holds up a hand as he finally reaches the correct page. The spirit you seek has been judged as dead, says the judge. She's moved on to death's door. If you're lucky, you can reach her before she passes on. Well, at least I know. Do I want to be invisible? I don't know, actually. Sure, let's be confirmed as alive. The official sighs and pinches the spot where the bridge of his nose used to be. Always me, isn't it? Well, I suppose it causes less trouble for both of us in the long run. Before I can declare you anti-deceased, I must be satisfied you're committed to being dead one day. No dabbling in immortality, no living life to the fullest. You're just a shell of meat and juice. Oh, I kind of want to be immortal. On second thoughts, yeah, maybe not. Well, should we watch the trials of the dead? For every trial, the routine is the same. The judge will bow deeply to the Sphinx statue behind her throne and beseech the watcher to lend her wisdom. A spirit will be brought forth and measured and prodded and weighed. The judge will declare it dead. Eventually, a spirit is ushered forth whose case has unique complications. The spirit under trial is an ephemera who has been bounced around the Blue Kingdom for decades. Its case file is a stack of stone tablets that the jeweled judge reads through with evident horror. The spirit just wants to be declared dead, but its papers have reportedly been misfiled. Its soul raises all sorts of false alarms among the spirit measurers, and its corpse was exhumed and used in unsettling experiments. All this has apparently greatly complicated its post-mortem status. I'm sorry, but the Watcher has told me I must declare you ephemera for the 11th time, says the judge apologetically. Please ensure these issues are sorted before you return for another trial. Well, can we help? The cowed loquitur stands before the judge and goes through the ephemera's case line by line, pointing out corrections, amendments, and addenda. It takes 2 full days, but by the end of it, it's clear that the ephemera has already done everything asked of it by the bureaucracy. What else is left? Demands the cowed loquitur. Jesus. At some point, I need a fucking thesaurus. At some point, a decision must be made rather than delayed. The judge sighs. Congratulations, I declare you dead. The spirit leaps with joy. As he leaves the courtroom to meet his fate, he pauses to press a note into your palm. It bears the name of the woman who killed him. Well, that's nice, I guess. Well, nice. What's at the bazaar? Bargains available, ministry-approved literature, and supplies. Oh, we do need supplies. Lovely. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop here for the night, because I've got to sort Resident Evil out. So, I hope you've all had a lovely stream. I certainly have. Resident Evil was an absolute blast, and we got our S+ rank, which was great. And this was fun, as always, as well. Thoroughly enjoying Sunless Skies, and I hope you had a good time as well. Oh, thank you, Echo. That's useful to know. Something passing or transient. Well, lovely. Thanks for coming along, guys. I hope to see you all again soon, okay?